Hello. Sorry. Hello. Yeah, I just wanted to say quickly about my song, my original song. I think how it came about. At first, it started with I think I don't know, Lin drum machine first, and then I decided I'm gonna go with the acoustic drum, and then I decided I'm gonna make sure that I have bass notes figured out completely from beginning to the end, and then well, while doing so, or a little bit before, I knew my song has to be, it's gonna be really get a lot of inspiration from like the format of Ibrahim F, because how like sort of a constrictive and like how formatted it is with the bass notes. But anyways, and then lyric wise, overall ness wise, I wanted to, like, lyric wise and format wise ish too, I wanted to be like Earth, Wind and Fire. And now I'm like, most of it is completed. Now I have to figure out the solo part. There are gonna be two solo parts. First part, I wanted to I have to show like freeness, because it's a pedal point and it's a sus area, like a sus, area. So yeah, pedal point and sus. So I have to show that freeness, right? So I was just gonna go with I was gonna do something like Garbarek, tone, freeness, free. You're free. You can, go higher with notes. Notes can go places. I wanted to show that, but then, while doing so, I mean, I don't want to sound exactly like that, right? I want to do my own thing, right? But then it came to my mind. I think it's kind of goes near the territory, like Garbaric, like, I think this was 80s, I don't know, 90s, 80s, I don't know, like that territory, right? Like, oh, free, like that. Not like free jazz, but like I feel free. But then while doing so, my note choices, it just somehow like resembled a lot of like knee body stuff. And the thing is, you realize while making these note choices, and while you hit the playback, you sound like, it kind of sounds like them, and it's anybody is my I think they're my favorite, one of my favorites. I would go see, I go see them to what they do, as I, whenever I go to those shows, I feel like I'm a student, like I'm there to learn, like, yeah. But anyways, I've realized I put some notes in, right, to sound like I was coming from like Garbaric, like, okay, Garbaric, it's yeah, it's that, it sounds like that, okay. But then while adding more notes into it, I've realized it sounds very similar to like a knee body territory. And like, you know, the thing is, every artist wants to do their own thing and they want to stand out and they want to, you got to do your thing, you know. If you're like an artist, if you call yourself an artist, you got to do your own thing, even if that sometimes, well, there are two things I want to say. So one, even if that means it's the second best choice, because first choice that's already popular is already popular, you got to do the second best choice, because that comes from you, and like that's really from you. So you have to not pioneer that route, but I'm saying you got to go with that option, because that's what you because there's that style that already exists, and like that's already like really popular, and you know, so you gotta go with your second best option. You just put in a different notes, different line, because that's probably straight from you, even if you know that's not the best choice for that part of the song, that you know, that for your song. So sometimes, like, I feel like you have to do that, but sometimes when you know that's the best choice, that's the best thing I can think of, and even if that clashes with what's already popular, you know that's already a popular line, popular, like, you know, note choices, you already know that's a popular choices. I'm sorry, you already know that is like very similar to that popular line of choices, notes of the line choice. Note the line of notes choice. Yeah, the line of notes choice. Even if you know that, you gotta do that because you strongly believe that is the best choice. For that era, for that time, you know, now it's 2026. For right now, just 2026 January, that is the best choice you can't think of. That is the best shit. So there are two sides, right? Like, I already know this is popular, but I want to do my own thing, and to do my own thing, I know this is the second best option compared to that first option. So you have to, like, what's the word? Like, you have to let go of the best choice, your first choice, best choice, your first choice, but you know, that sounds something already popular, and you got to go with your second best choice, because that sounds more original in this entire world. So you have that part, but also I know that's already popular, but that is the best choice. And even if it sounds like already, like, you know, the band you like, and that's already popular, you know, you believe that is when you believe that's the best choice, you just gotta go with that choice. That choice you already know that's already popular, but you want to put it out because that fits the song the best way, or the era, or you believe that's the best choice. There's that. There's not. I'm not gonna. This is not a duality thing. It's just that. Yeah. I think about that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Which way I'm gonna go. Yeah, but I had something to say, but I forgot, so I'm just gonna turn off the camera really quick. And I kind of remembered what I wanted to say, but not exactly the entire thing. But one thing I want to say is I'm trying my best not to listen to newer stuff anymore, because then you're gonna feel guilty. Like, hey, now I sound like what I'm doing kind of sounds like that. You know, you're gonna feel guilty, like, yeah. So if you listen to newer, like other serious artists sound, it's gonna come into your head, and then you're gonna feel like, oh, I love that, and then you're gonna be pushing that way. So that's what I've been trying to do for, like, I don't know, it's been like 6 years, I think, more than 7 years, 9 years maybe. Yeah, I've been trying not to listen to other artists new sound, because if I hear it, I might want to like try it, you know, and then it's gonna get incorporated into my own songwritings, in my own original songs. And at that point, is that my even original, you know? So I'm trying my best not to listen to other people's songs, because then, you know, if I have some cool ideas, then I can claim it as my own. You know what I mean? As opposed to like, oh, I heard it somewhere and I want to try it, and then there's that part. So I'm trying my best not to hear newer stuff. It's not like I'm already equipped, I'm so therefore I'm gonna just close my ears and just do my own thing. It's more like it's time to come up with my original ideas, and like, you know, stop trying to find what other people do like musically. You stop trying to listen to other people's music. Just do my own work, you know, with my limited whatever, you know, with my limitation, with whatever I have got. Just go with it, you know. Stop listening to other cool music, you know, cool stuff. Because if you do that, you're gonna it's gonna come into your, you know, your world, and you might want to try to show that in your music world, you know. So that's what I'm trying to do. Not listen to new, you know, other cooler or cool music artist music, their original music, because so I can do my own thing, you know. But it's hard, but I've been trying. But anyways, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah.